My name's Nick. I play drums in Cold World and some other stuff.
Cool, man. Okay, so I want to start off with Cold World and hip hop's influence on Cold World.
Yeah.
You've had it's obviously that hip hop's had an influence on Cold World from the beginning of the band, and the samples and interludes, especially kind of like on all the albums. What made you want to start including that as part of the band style?
Uh, Honestly, just it made Cold World's weird because I write the lyrics and I help a lot with the music and stuff, even though I'm the drummer. So I don't know that if I was in a band with other people, I would have done that. But just with Dan and Alex, it just made sense to me to do it that way and to try it with those guys. You know, if I was in a band with if I started a band with maybe the guys from Blacklisted or something like that, I probably wouldn't have went that route. So it was just, I don't know, just like a creative idea that just kind of made sense at the time. And when we did it, it sounded cool, so we kept with it. Yeah.
Cool. Is hip hop something that everyone in the band's into?
To some extent,
Yeah.
you know, I think right now one of our guitar players, Haroon, he's heavily into hip hop, but yeah, you know, everyone's into it a little bit, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. I want to talk samples. You like using samples and cutting and stuff. It's something that's mostly identified with hip hop, yet you've incorporated it into hardcore somehow. Were you worried that people wouldn't fully understand the concept of scratching and sampling on a hip hop album? Was it something that concerned you, or just want to?
Yeah, it did kind of concern me. It's hard putting yourself out there on the line like that, and you know, especially like the internet. You know, people are pretty harsh. You know, so it was, you know, it was a chance, but like I don't know. Like I said, we just wanted to do something creative, and at the time, there wasn't that much creativity in the other bands. So I don't know. It was just trying to do something different with the skills that I had.
Yeah.
You know, I know that I didn't know anyone else in hardcore that was a DJ or hip hop producer, so I thought maybe I could bring that skill set to the band and try something. But the song with like, you know, the hi hats like that, I wanted to make a song with that, like at the time, like that's how like the southern hip hop songs were with like the, you know, the 16th note hi hats.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, all right, let's write something where I can have that going through the whole song. Yeah. So sometimes I have the idea first, and then we write the song around that. And sometimes I'm like, okay, instead of a guitar part or a solo here, let me try some cuts or something like that. Yeah. So it's a case by case basis.
Fair enough. Let's talk about the opening of Ice Grills. Got a shout out from Jim Jones on there. How did that come about? And are you a big Dipset fan?
Yeah, huge Dipset fan.
Yeah.
Yo, what's poppin'? This is your boy Jones, Capo Status, New York Strider, man. Dipset in the building. Y'all all know it's Cold World. Holla at it.
I just, you know what? I was a valet parker, and Dipset came in to my hotel, and I just asked him to do it.
Wow.
And he did it. So yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
What about Warrior Queen? Got her on a track, and she's huge over here, like working with the Bug, Scream, like Mongo's Hi-Fi. Everyone, like, are you into dub? Like, what happened there?
At the time, yeah, I was heavily into it.
Yeah.
I was the only one heavily into it.
Yeah.
In the States. British dubstep never broke in the States.
Yeah.
Dubstep there is probably like the most popular kind of music now, but it's shit.
Man, yeah. As for the next Cold World album, I've heard it's finished, and what I want to know is who's on it, because I've heard some slight rumours that there might be some rappers on it.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Yeah, do you care to give anything away, or do you want to keep that low key for now?
Nah, I don't care. Cool G Rap has a verse on it, and Mayhem Loren has a verse on it.
That's what I heard.
And there's a outro by a incarcerated rapper.
Okay.
Who's one of our favorites.
Cool.
So we're really, really excited about that.
Cool.
So
as far as the mixes, like the track mixes, are you more swayed towards that kind of hip hop, or do you prefer that classic boom bap sound? Like, what does it for you in that respect?
You know, like a party DJ. You know, like I like to play what people want to hear. Kind of. If you're a proper good DJ, that's always half of your mindset. You know, and then you slip in your little. Call them like oh shit tunes, where like if you're like oh like there'll be like maybe 3 or 4 people in the club, you're like oh shit like.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like right now, like boom bap or whatever, proper hip hop it's not exciting.
No, it's fair enough.
It's not exciting. So like for me to do a full one, it's hard. It's hard to find the tracks that I.
Yeah, kind of a bit few and far between now.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff coming out of New York, but
Yeah, but even then, like it's like half of the stuff from New York is like at like trap BPM.
Yeah.
You know, even if it is like samples, it'll be slow with like the slow. So I don't know. Sometimes if I do a mix, I'll do like a little segment where it's like a more mid-tempo boom bap style tracks. If there's a few good ones out, maybe like Action Bronson, or I'll throw Mayhem Moran, or maybe a Locks track or something like that. Nah, I don't know. Professor Green.
Professor Green.
Yeah. I don't know. It was all right, but it was kind of like more. I was drawn more to grime because it was original and it made sense for England, you know.
Yeah, it's one of those sounds as well which has been really untapped. Like it's not got too sort of like it never really made it over to America, and it's still big in London. But even outside of London, it's not that big anymore. But you've still got like those classic sets, which still like.
Yeah, you could always go back to an old, I don't know. All of them are awesome, but in that like early mid 2000 period, all those sets are great.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, as it got bigger, anytime a guy got any kind of chance to break through, we tried to make a hip hop track or go pop and stuff, and it's like that's not what people want from you, I know. So that's kind of like everybody knows that's the problem with grime. You know? So, but there's still some good stuff coming.
What about production? Like, do you work with rappers? Because you must, do you make beats or?
Man, I have tons of beats. I get hundreds, but it's so hard because now it could I started making beats with hardware, samplers and records, and no computers. And now that anybody can just get a computer and watch a YouTube video and stuff, I don't know. Then they have good production, and I don't know. It's kind of a thing I've given up on. I've given some beats to Mayhem, and we've done stuff together. It hasn't come out yet, and then actually me and Haroon from Cold World, he raps a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, we have about an EP's worth of stuff.
Wow.
A couple tracks with this guy Boldy James. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he just came out with the album with The Alchemist.
Okay.
So he's kind of not big, but he's pretty known in the States. And Haroon's friends with him, so we have him on a couple tracks, but we just never put it out. It never came to fruition, but I don't know. I just kind of have given. I still have my sampler and stuff, but I just I kind of just stick to DJing.
That's fair enough. Where do you find the time to kind of do sets? Like, you do them whenever possible? Is it something would you like to do more in a sense?
I'd love to do more.
Yeah.
I had a period of time recently where I was. I didn't have a job, so I was able to just concentrate on music, and that's when I did this solo project called Chelsea Girl, and I did tons of mixes and a lot of beats, so I have a stockpile of beats, but then I got a cool job in Boston and moved, and now I don't have any time. So I've done maybe 2 mixes since I moved, so I've just been doing them sporadically when a bunch of cool tunes come out. I'll do a mix.
Cool. Let's talk Chelsea Girl for a second. It's kind of like a UK kind of old school 90s vibe going on there, but still mixed with shoegaze, because I know you're into stuff like the Smiths and Blur. You seem to absorb a lot of UK music and do a little twist on it. I mean, what's Chelsea Girl for you? You've already said it's a pretty big side project for you.
Yeah, it's just kind of just doing what's in my head, I like hardcore, but I never listen, I never listen to it really, so it's kind of like a chance to just do what I want to listen to, if I want to do something with I don't know, like I listen to like stuff like Kate Bush and Strawberry Switchblade and Lush and all that stuff. So it's cool to like take those influences and kind of put my twist on it. But I don't know.
Is Chelsea Girl just you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that something you'd ever consider taking live, or do you want that just strictly to be kind of that downplay, just like gritty recording?
Yeah,
kind of?
I don't think I ever want to do it live. I don't know. If there was a big demand for it, I'd possibly do it if I could find the right guys.
Yeah.
But a lot of the stuff I don't know that I could recreate live, you know, because I play guitar on it and I'm not a guitar player, so I'll write a riff and be like, oh, that's good, and I'll record it. I'll have no idea how to play that after I record it, so I don't know if it could ever be played live. So it's just bedroom shit, you know.
Fair enough. Where can we check out all your stuff? Because we all know you're a busy man. You've got various fingers in various pies.
Just I post everything we do on Tumblr, on Cold World Tumblr. I think it's coldworldhardcore.tumblr, and sometimes I'll post on the Cold World Facebook and stuff like that. So just those two pretty much. Yeah, and I think Chelsea Girls on Facebook as well.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Alright, wicked. Nick Woj, done.